U.S. eviction crisis has started. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull-no punches, no sugarcoating, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Buckle up, strap in, hold on to your hats and your glasses as we blow the lid off the U.S. economy and the U.S. housing market. Why, you ask? Well, of course, I'm going to tell you because they're tied together. Lose one, lose the other. Booms and busts. We've always had them. Throw a dart at an economic challenge map, and we're hitting something threatening both of them. As we speak, newest report in evictions, spiking, doubling. Evictions are now doubling. This thing is started. We talked about kicking the can down the road in the stimulus era. That's what we are now living post-stimulus era. This will be talked about for years. There will be people that never lived through what we're living through now. Eventually will be talking about it the way we talk about now, the 2008 financial crisis. Or the 2029 Great Depression. They will talk about this era the way that we talk about those eras now. That's the realities of the waters we're swimming in. Do you see that? If you're new, please subscribe. Subscribe right away. Never been a more important time in history to get centered and surrounded with like-minded people. Iron will sharpen iron. Acknowledging the elephant in the room. Understanding the waters we're swimming in now are absolutely shark infested. The perfect storm has been delivered to deliver the knockout blow once again to the economy. We see the news is way more troubling than the news we saw in those previous eras. If we only had a subprime mortgage crisis to deal with, like we saw in 2008 that caused that bubble to pop, it would be a day at the beach. We see what's going on out there at the world today, don't we? The political climate, the de-dollarization, the bank bailouts, the bank failures. Take your pick. Throw a dart at a map. You see, talking about these things takes a lot of power out of it. It's really hard. We always want to stay centered and surrounded. Don't let our highs get too high, our lows get too low. Try to be somewhere in the middle because this stuff is very troubling. We need to think positive, understand that. But the realities are this, friends. 97%. As a trained salesman, trained in psychology of sales and the psychology of people, 97% of people will not buy in this next downturn. They will be in survival mode. Only 3% on average are going to be able to muster the strength. Even you, if you're financially fit, you'll be afraid to death to go buy in that environment that's coming up. That's why here at the show, we always talk about, it's not about when buying, it's when you sell that you got hurt. Does it pencil out? Does it make sense? There's always got to be some risk in investing, even in real estate, where 95% of all millionaires make their money. But calculated risk, minimizing risk. That's what we're designed to do here at the show. So if you're new, please subscribe. So the realities are new reports in. Guess who's... oh my gosh, like this is insane on one hand, but on the other hand, it's halfway expected. Las Vegas, you now reported 60,000 evictions are taking place. Double of what you saw prior. Your average eviction was maybe 30,000 evictions a year in Vegas, which is already like crazy. Double. Well, is Vegas is the only place having trouble in America, Scott. That's just Vegas. It's just Vegas. Nobody else. Yeah, no. Vegas is not the only place. They're the ones that are joining this party first, along with 100 metros in America. They're all joining the party at certain levels. Some exhibited bubble behavior. Phoenix, I bet you we could pull up Phoenix stats. Tons of everywhere. Everybody's eviction rate, obviously, is spiking. Why? Because eviction bans are over. Now it's coming to fruition. We warned about this in the stimulus era with all the targeted stimulus measures, stimulus programs, and stimulus money. Well, one of the stimulus measures was eviction bans. One of the stimulus measures was eviction bans. And it's now what's happening. So what's that mean moving forward then? Okay, Scott, great. We see evictions are spiking. It's bad news for these people that are getting evicted. They basically have nowhere to go. Why? Well, of course I'm going to tell you. Because their credit is screwed. They obviously weren't paying their rent for a reason. And nobody's going to want to rent to them now moving forward. They're going to, even if they get some, Section 8 subsidy, most landlords are, we don't accept the rent. No. It pains me to say that it's unfair. I've worked with so many so many properties where somebody brings guaranteed money. They're covered by Section 8. I'm sorry. And now you got to be so careful because you can't discriminate. You can't even discriminate. But let me just tell you, let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. Most people want a healthy, strong tenant with good employment, cash reserves. So the person that required the bailout isn't the first choice on most of these landlords' lists. So most landlords now, because they were stuck with non-paying tenants, they went as far away from real estate. I've talked to you guys all the time, like, I don't want to own rental property. What if I end up with a non-paying tenant? Well, that's a risk you're going to have to take. That's when tenant placement becomes so important. I love it. Personally, that's what allows me to run my mouth with you guys here today. I was talking to one of you just before I turned on the camera today. Like, I do this because I absolutely love it. I do what I do in real estate. I work in real estate because I want to now, not because I have to. I don't base my cost of living on commissions only. That would be stupid. Path to wealth is in real estate, but it's not by being a salesman making commissions. You got to deploy that money and send it back out there and invest. I was working real estate. I got lucky. More luck than skill. Now it's my job to make sure you get lucky. Come out the other end of this thing smelling like a rose. So when I see reports now that eviction filings and evictions themselves are doubling, and we're just at the front end, numbers aren't going down tomorrow. Las Vegas isn't going to say a new miracle happened, friends. Evictions now have subsided. We have the lowest eviction rate ever recorded in history. No, it's going to be the opposite. We're just getting started. And what happens in summertime with the housing market? Inventory. We always get it in summertime. People move, kids graduate, downsize, relook, whatever. Summer, people are just in a better position to go ahead and show their house. Summer brings listings. What's this going to add to it? If landlords are finally getting their tenants evicted, what's this going to add? Is this going to reduce inventory? No, Scott, no more inventory coming. My realtor says it's supply and demand and there's still a lack of supply. It's get ready. Get ready. Wall Street dumping properties, Zillow dumping properties, now landlords dumping properties, summer listings coming in. Buckle up and strap in. You're about to see the greatest show on earth take place with the U.S. real estate market. And final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand when you see now reports saying evictions have doubled. And these areas that are doing it, many of them, that make no mistake about it, they are spiking. And these landlords that are finally getting their properties back, they are done with tenants and toilets. They can't stomach this type of work. It takes a real estate professional who enjoys working in this climate. Nobody enjoys working with a non-paying tenant. I don't care how much you love real estate. It's no fun. So I can only imagine what these people finally get in their properties, and they see which way the market's going. Is it going up? Hey, well, maybe we should hold on to it. No, they know what's going on. They've already seen if we'd gotten our house back a year ago, we would have made 20%, if not more, selling it then. It's a race to the bottom in these areas, and it's going to have contagion and sweep. It's all happening. Be fearful when others are greedy, greedy when others are fearful. And I don't like to operate out of greed, but what that does tell me is when reverse FOMO sweeps, which it will, small select few are going to allocate funds and go scoop up buying outside the bubble and making sure it pencils out. At least they're for watchers of this program, because that's going to be my job every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.